Hey guys and gals, I got another one for you today. Today, you guessed it, the streak continues. We tied it up at 14. Now we're going to get into games 15 and 16 here. If you're just joining us, the streak has a few rules. There has to be one constant tank, but really we've stayed pretty constant for a while now. I'm in my 54, Thyderion's in his Panzer 7, Hoops is in his E5, Drewski's in his Patton, and one of us has to be alive at the end of the game, and obviously we need to win to keep the win streak alive. So we've already won 14, we tied the record that Hoops and I set way back in the day when we were grinding out our KV4s, and was followed up and tied by Gilby, Drewski, and I in our Tier 8 preferential matchmaking tanks. Now on this map we like to win the 890. However, the 1-2-3 is pretty important, and then really just making sure that you get your crossfires. Don't over push the side that's weak. And I like to start in the south more so than the north here, because I do feel like the north kind of triangles up in the northwest corner of the map, and when they do that it allows you to kind of surround them and just slowly pick away at them. You can see how many tanks were spotted in A1. Definitely don't recommend that. Alright, so we come over here, we spot a waffle. Waffle misses a shot. There's another waffle right here. Could track him, but I'm not going to get a shell in time. But I did load HE, thinking I was going to have a shot in the other waffle. So we're able to get him down. And I get my ammo rack busted once again. Hit his gun, so I only do 251 damage rather than hitting his turret. See if we can sneak one in here. No, we're not able to. Thyderion shuts him down. So 2 waffles crossed off the board already. We're up to 1200 damage. Nothing too spectacular. But we're going to keep pushing forward, using Thyderion as my shield. And we're hopefully going to take this mouse out. We're going to advance forward. Drewski took the other flank. I switched to APCR, but I was unable to penetrate his cheeks. So as Thyderion pushes forward, the mouse is really forced into deciding who he wants to shoot at. And he takes the softer target of the 54. Can't really blame him there. Able to get a shot into him. And if I can get the front quarter panel, I could probably light him on fire. We'll see if we can do that. The red team starts to push, and they take out Drewski on the left flank, or maybe Drewski pushed over there, I'm not sure. This mouse is doing a decent job of holding. Sometimes in the mouse you just gotta hold and buy your team time. Unfortunately for the mouse, he's not really buying his team time to do anything but sit around and stare at our tanks in F4. So we are able to push forward. Here we lose a little bit of comms. Thyderion and I did not know that Hoops turned around. I don't remember if he said something and we just missed it, or if he just turned around without saying anything. But it's getting late in the night. (7-4). I really feel like if you can push up to the backside of this hill, you can do a lot of damage to the red team. Unfortunately, they make a counter, and their Iron Rain is able to shut me down and shut down Thyderion. So it's all up to Hoops again, and he kind of rubs it in our face that he's going to carry this home again. But we're honestly kind of irritated at this point. Just because he didn't communicate the fact that he was leaving. So it is what it is. As long as he can bring it home, the streak stays alive. We get some competitive juices flowing sometimes. let that overtake our emotions. We can see those tanks all end me at the end there and are pretty much stuck down in the bottom, and they threw their tanks to come take me out. Which, you know what, I can't really blame them for doing that, because if they let me get to that position, it's all over for them anyways. But really, why do they even sit back in the northwest corner and wait? I don't know. Is what it is. It's a mystery to me. I love to play aggressive. I love to be in the fight. I mean, even in my Iron Rain, when I got to play that tank, man, that thing, if you put it like support your heavies in the choke with the Iron Rain, you pop in, you throw your 3 shells, you back up, you do nasty things. I mean, I know there are players that like to sit in the way back and snipe, and I'm not saying it's the wrong thing to do, especially in tank destroyers. It's important to stay hidden and be a support from the back, as long as you move up to support your tanks. That's my biggest thing. A lot of times you don't see that happening. Alright, so Hoop stays alive, keeps the streak alive, and I take 4th with 3,900 damage. Thyderion was right underneath me there, and then I didn't get to see where Hoops and Drewski fell in line, but that's not really important. We're here for the streak. Alright, so we're going into game 16 here, and now we're thinking, can we get to 20? Like, you want a beautiful round magic numbers, right? And we get Miravanka. Pretty exciting. We're on the other side now, but Miravanka is one of our strong maps. However, you look at the enemy team, and they have a Type 5, 2 Super Conch platoons. They just got a lot of heavy tanks. Now, I feel like if they go 8-9-0, we should crush them, because we'll aggressively take the 1-2-3 line. We'll have the high ground, and then they'll be stuck in the low ground. We'll be able to do whatever we want. So that's the plan. We're hoping not too much of our team goes over to the 8-9-0, but it is important to maybe throw a couple mediums over there, which looks like that's what they're doing. Get vision out, slow down the reds. Sometimes you just gotta spot the reds, and then they like dig in, hide behind their mountains or their hills, and they don't want to move because they're afraid to take damage. Much like the greens. I mean, that's just how some people play. So, alright, so we're gonna pull over here. We're gonna try to snap a shot into the T95. Figured that wouldn't go, but it doesn't hurt trying. Alright, and actually, it's more than just 2 mediums that we sent down the 8-9-0. We actually have 5 tanks that decided to go that way. We still have that T95 in the middle of the map. We're going to be aware of that. And Drewski and I take point. We are just poking the hill as our heavies can get here, getting vision out, getting intel, and it looks like their whole team is over here. We get a shot into that Patton. A really dangerous spot to be, especially if my head turns sideways. Drewski shuts down that Patton. I'm going to pop up, get a shot into that 57 heavy, take him down. It's just important to continually apply pressure on these guys. And hopefully I don't give up too many hit points, but I want to keep my gun active here. You can see they do have 3 tanks on the 8-9-0 compared to our 5. In my opinion, our 5 should just rush 3, take that side, start to push through the middle of the map, and put the reds in a crossfire. Can't really do much on this ridge. It's a little too steep, and this tank doesn't have the best gun depression. Trying to just bait some shots, or at least distract them so Drewski can shoot them in the side. And at this point I look over and I see Drewski like up on top of their hill shooting at them, and I'm totally jealous. I'm just like, dude, how are they letting you sit up there and just farm them? He's like, I don't know, but I'm having fun. I'm like, well, I'm gonna come over here and try to join you. Let's see if we can make this work. Type 4 heavy shoots. I go for a shoulder shot, and there wasn't a big window there. We're not able to get it in. It's 5-2. Our team on the 890 has still not cleaned up the enemy tanks over there somehow, some way. We're going to push over. And right now we just feel like there's too many reds still here for us to just make a big push. If we all die, then the streak ends. So we just be careful. I'm willing to sacrifice my score so we can make sure that we win. That's not the important thing. And that's what I'm talking about. So I turn my head, the hawk shoots me in the side, and once again I have to fix my ammo rack. I wonder if every single game I've been ammo racked so far in this tank. Alright, so I've had enough. I come over, hit the 705 in the side, I ram him, and then I break my track, of course. And I'm going to look for a shot. Thyderion covers him up, but I'm able to back up, get a shot in, and then Thyderion shuts him down. Oh wait, no, the E75 on our team shuts him down. So we held point, held the 1-2-3 line. Not only held it, but we pushed it. We didn't get overly aggressive, like I said, because the Reds sent more tanks to the 1-2-3 line. So they're really the ones that should have pushed. But it's hard to push and just win that side, because if only, let's say, 6 of your tanks make the initial push and the other ones are too afraid and sit back twiddling their thumbs, then now you separated your team and you're gonna lose. So Drewski throws out a beautiful game in his patent, 5,300 damage, sitting up on the side of the hill, farming the heavies in the side. Brilliant move that was. I pick up 3,000, Hoops picks up 3,000, Thyderion picks up 3,400, and between us, we got 8 kills. So picking up the kills a little bit here. Get to the overall, I'm almost up to 58,000 damage, 24 kills, Drewski 45 with 20, Thyderion 40 with 20, Hoops with 40, 26 kills leading the kills, and we have a total of 183, 90 kills, averaging 11,000, 5.6 kills, so that's up over the last video. And how long is this streak going to continue? I guess you're just going to have to keep watching and find out. Alright, through game 16, I'll quit babbling. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.